So this is, I don't know if they communicated this, but what we just saw is it's so small. It's such a small thing. We capped the point, and look at how quickly both main slash off tanks move up to create space to take this point. They didn't have to say anything. They just instantly each just ran in here and was like, "We're taking this area for our team." This is what you should aspire to be as a tank player. I'm not just in terms of positioning right there, right? Your job is to create space, and both of them moving up does exactly that, and it happened instantly after the point was taken. Shield spam there. Oh, let's look at the second barrier here. Ooh, I actually don't know. I think the red Reinhardt has Earth Shatter. Hmm. I'm wondering what the the reason I've rewound like 3 times now is because I'm wondering what the shield is, what the deeper meaning behind this shield is. So obviously it's getting energy and protecting our Rein shield, but our Rein shield wasn't weak, right? Like we were seeing earlier during the spam phase, when our Rein shield was weak, we would shield him so he could get out. But it looks like his shield is pretty healthy when we toss this one on. So I'm wondering why this barrier here. Did XQC switch to Winston or did someone else? Oh, both Reinhardts had the same idea. Okay, so let's talk about what happened right here. Each Reinhardt rotated around each other, so both of them had a sight line to Earth Shatter each team. Catakryst says, I think that one was for energy, not too sure. Yeah, so we're kind of on the same page. I thought it was kind of for energy too, and there wasn't um, like a hidden purpose to it, but good we got confirmation on that one barrier. So right here, again, look at Catakryst's positioning. He's not too far. He's with his frontliner, but this high ground advantage lets him shoot people in range, grenade, get an angle over the Reinhardt shield, and each Reinhardt, the Mei wall is what causes the two Reinhardt shatters, right? The Mei wall went right here, so the blue Rein rotated this way, and the red Rein rotated this way. So each Reinhardt shatters simultaneously. Which is actually really funny. This is literally all Mei's fault. The question is who gets the better shatter, and it looks like the red team does because this Winston bubble blocked a bit of the blue Rein shatter, and XQC doesn't get knocked down. We used both bubbles as quickly as we could. Oh, you were so close to grab. Someone is trapped over there. Yep. Oh my god, right after this Transcendence. Ooh. Yep, that was such a good grab. So the enemy Zenyatta should not have ulted. That gun reload animation blocked me from seeing their Rein. Let's go back. Let's see which one it is. Oh, this one right here, guys. This reload right here blocks him from seeing the enemy Reinhardt. That's what Catakryst is mentioning in chat. Alright, let me press forward a bit now because I was looking for something specific. This barrier too, I'm kind of sure about this one. Oh, he was trying to toss it onto Mercy, I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah, it did get onto Mercy. I'm blind. Because that's Mercy flying in, getting the Resurrect off. Why did Zen ult there, guys? If you're that Zenyatta right now, you facepalm. You're like, oh my god, I shouldn't have ulted. He's gonna Graviton. There was no reason to Zen ult there. And then the obvious follow-up from the Zarya player, Zen ult's down. Pff, I'm gonna grab that 100% of the time. Oh, that was solid.
I'm on my way back. Jesus, Lucy, calm down.
Whew. Visor versus visor. Was the blue visor going off? Oh, the blue visor was going off. That's a good point, Piggage. So someone in chat mentioned we see our soldier, the blue soldier, using visor right here, which is what forces the Zen ult. And by the way, guys, another tiny thing that is important, and I've done this in the past. You see right here, soldier is running in to visor, and the blue team's diva is putting defense matrix over him, so the enemy soldier can't shoot him. Like, again, just he's getting damage boosted. Just every single player is making these amazing micro decisions to enable their team to win. Right? The defense matrix literally following soldier so he can win the visor fight, which forces Zenyatta to transcendence. Which makes Catakryst use Graviton, which makes Mei use Wall and Blizzard. Just so good.
I'm on my way back. Jesus, Lucy, calm down.
Oh, and sorry, our own Lucio used Sound Barrier too. Shield onto Mercy, that's really good. That shield was kind of, not sure where we're taking damage shield. Uh-oh. Oh. 10 Bucks says we wished we still had our shield. Right here, we're at 400 HP. We took 75 damage from somewhere, which forces which prompts us to shield. And we're like, wait, when we're looking around, like, wait, what did that damage to us?
Zen 1, right side.
And then we get charged. That sucks.
Oh
my god.
Oh my god, he killed us.
What's resin?
Ooh, dang, coming in.
Gotta do this. Come back at something fast.
Oh.
You're behind.
Soldier lit. Zen needs to die.
Oh.
Needed to kill Zen there.
I don't know. I don't think they're gonna win.
Zen killed both of us.
You're about to see a lot of salt incoming from me. That's, by the way, that's what Catakryst said from chat. So completely told from the last 2 games. What was the game before that? What I could have done better. I think, yeah, that your last personal shield, I'm pretty sure you still would have died anyway, but your final personal shield was, like, you know how, like I was saying before, use the shield once people have acquired you. Someone had obviously acquired you, right? That's why you took the 75 damage and used the shield. But then they were like off to the side, so you couldn't find them enough. And since you were distracted looking for who shot you, the Reinhardt charged you out of spawn, which was really unfortunate. So that wasn't a bad shield. It was just kind of unfortunate circumstance. We C9'd the point. The game before this, you C9'd the point. God, that sucks. We seen on the point the previous game, and there was some residual tilt. Oh, we didn't get to see you play the game. Oh, here we go. I mean, overall, this is the play of the game. Oh, this is probably during the bug when it was only from the last round, because there's no way it shouldn't have been one of those first 2 Gravitons. When I say those first 2 where it was like he jumped over the top, those first 2 were, in my opinion, were plays of the game. Alright guys, let's just put something on the screen. So that let's not conclude the review yet. So overall notes about this review that we can hopefully learn and take away from this. Number 1, if you ever want to see how you can be rewarded for good shield discipline, watch this game. Because we saw only like a few barriers that were kind of like but really they still had some, like, mostly even those barriers had some like underlying purpose. The one I'm talking about specifically is I was like, oh, I'm not sure why we barriered there. It was on Reinhardt during the attack visor when we had Diva and Reinhardt shield, and the answer was, I'm about to die anyways, might as well shield them, maybe protect myself, blah blah blah. So that, even then, that was a good shield. We saw only like a few barriers. We're like, yeah, I'm not sure what that barrier was, but the overwhelming amount of barriers in this game were served so like served our team, not Zarya, served our team so well. And as a Zarya player myself and people watching this that are Zarya players, that's what I think we should aspire to do is every barrier needs to serve the team as much as possible. Now, don't get me wrong, there are definitely situations like in a poke phase when the two teams aren't going to fight and there's enough time between non-engagement and fighting that you can use a barrier to serve Zarya yourself for energy. And at those times, and I've talked about that at length in several videos, but when those fights are happening, you can, like I said, you can only shield so much, and we saw our Zarya get so much value out of a lot of her shields. Now, the final like 30 seconds, there were probably a few projected barriers that were like tossed out in the heat of the moment. Like, let's go back and look at them. I think after this Earth Shatter battle here. So let's turn it down a bit actually. So we see this shield here. Oops.
No, I can ult here. I mean, heal station's
Sorry, yeah, this one right here.
If we lose this fight, we have.
Like we shielded Mercy, so she could. Mercy was saying in chat, "I'm gonna go in and res," so that prompted the shield. So actually, that shield's fine. Let's move forward a bit. There was like one I'm thinking of. I'm trying to find it now. That one was because Blizzard came out.
Who's the call now?
3 on cart. That one was because Winston jumped on Mercy. So even then, even the ones I was like, I was like, if I just went back and looked at it for half a second, you see clearly what the barrier was accomplishing. So I mean, everything was really good in this game. Positioning, right? Maintain that main tank and then off tank and then the rest of your team. Like maybe in season 6 it'll go back to that. But if you're playing, you know, not dive comp, death ball comp with Reinhardt, Zarya, etc. characters, that's the position you want. You want to be Reinhardt and then you, so you can get clear shields onto Rein when he needs it. Positioning this whole game on point. Reloading, I don't really think I saw a single reload issue. I wasn't really looking for it, but I didn't notice any. So that's important. Don't reload in the middle of a fight. If you've got ammo, use it. Every time you have ammo in your gun, you can deal damage, get alt charge, and maybe that last 2-3% that you died with, like, oh, I was 3% away from alt, that could have been changed by a 1 reload early on in the game. Positioning, reloading, barrier usage I've already talked about. Graviton usage was, for the most part, really good. I think the worst air quotes grav we saw was the one on attack when we did have the Hanzo on our team. I would have liked to see us wait to combo with the dragon because it would have been an easier first point take, but that's just a lesson learned. And something to think of, you know, think of the enemy team. If they don't have any sort of shields or mega heals, and you've got a grav dragon combo, as long as you get a good grav off, that's an easy team fight win there. So again, I want to thank Catakryst for submitting this video for review. It was an amazing game to watch and talk over. I hope you guys learned something. I know I did. I think my biggest takeaway was the idea to keep both my shield cooldowns together in terms of forcing an engagement, right? When the shields are on cooldown, we're not engaging. But if they're both on cooldown, then don't engage, right? So that's why he was keeping them together on their first attack, right? They're both together. Once they're both up, you can go in. So I think that was my biggest takeaway from this. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. I hope you enjoyed the commentary. Thanks again to Catakryst for submitting it. He doesn't stream, but if you watch other top 500 games, maybe you'll see him in a match there. So again, if you like this video, be sure to subscribe on YouTube. If you want to see more Zarya content or other general video game content, I'm kind of branching away from just Zarya stuff. Follow me on Twitter if you want to get updated when I'm streaming. Follow me on Twitch if you want to get updates when I'm actually streaming in terms of if I forget to tweet. I'll put all the links to that stuff in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful and have a good one. Thanks for sticking around till the end of the video. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button on the right hand side, and if you want to see more videos, check out these two on the left. Again, thank you so much for watching and have a good one.